My wife of 20 years was living a double life. The pizza guy exposed everything. Gang, this is a crazy story. Today's story is absolutely wild. A pizza delivery guy changed my life when he exposed my wife's secret life. And stick around until the end, because what happened after I caught her will blow your mind. I'm Mike, and I've been a truck driver for the past 15 years. I'm 45 now, but this story starts when I was 43. My wife Jenny and I met in high school. She was the pretty girl who worked at the local ice cream shop, and I was the football player who kept finding excuses to buy ice cream just to talk to her. We got married right after high school, had our 2 kids by the time we were 25, and settled into what I thought was a happy life. Jenny worked her way up to manager at the local grocery store, and I took the trucking job because it paid better than anything else in our small town. Sure, being away 3 to 4 days a week was tough. I missed birthdays sometimes and school events too, but Jenny always said she understood. She'd say, "Mike, you're providing for our family, and that's what matters." I believed her. Man, was I stupid. Our kids are teenagers now. Jimmy is 17 and Wendy is 15. They were always closer to Jenny since she was home more. I tried to make up for being gone by making our weekends special. Every Saturday, we'd have family movie night with pizza and ice cream. Jenny and I would always share a large pepperoni pizza with extra cheese and wings. It was our special thing. Everything seemed fine until last March. I was supposed to be on a 3-day route to Chicago, but a truck broke down and they sent me home early. It was Thursday night around 7 p.m. and I was tired and hungry. I decided to surprise Jenny with our special order, pepperoni pizza and wings. When I called the pizza place, this kid named Tommy answered. He got quiet when I gave him my address. "Hey, aren't you the guy whose wife orders pizza every Thursday night for her and her boyfriend?" I felt like someone punched me in the gut, but 15 years of driving trucks teaches you to stay calm in crazy situations. I asked Tommy to explain. "Well, sir, I've been delivering to your house every Thursday for like 6 months now. There's always this guy there. Drives a red pickup truck, works at the grocery store, I think." That's what the lady said when we chatted briefly. Real friendly, tips really well. They always order the same thing, large pepperoni and wings. Our special order. They were eating our special order. Tommy must have realized what he just revealed because he got really quiet. Then he said something that showed me he was a good kid. "Sir, I feel really bad. I can tell you more about what I've seen if you want." I met Tommy at the Waffle House after his shift. Over coffee, he told me everything. This guy and Jenny would be all cozy on the couch when he delivered. Sometimes they'd be dressed up like they were going out. The guy even joked once about how Tommy was their personal delivery boy. Instead of confronting Jenny right away, I decided to gather evidence. I told my dispatcher I needed some local routes for a while, made up something about Jimmy having basketball games I wanted to see. Then I started watching. Sure enough, next Thursday, this red pickup truck pulls into my driveway at 6:30 p.m. The guy walks right in. He had a key to my house. I sat in my friend Dave's car down the street, taking pictures with my phone. 30 minutes later, Tommy delivers their pizza. I looked up this guy on Facebook. His name was Steve Carlson, and guess what? He was Jenny's assistant manager at the store. He was married too, with 3 young kids. His profile was full of family photos and posts about being a family man. What a joke. But here's where it gets crazy. While checking Facebook, I found Jenny's secret account. She used her maiden name, and man, it was like looking at a stranger's life. There were pictures of her and Steve at restaurants, movies, even a beach trip. She told me she was visiting her sister that weekend. The photos went back 2 years. 2 years. There were even comments from some of our mutual friends. They knew. People we had dinner with, couples we went camping with, they all knew, and nobody told me. I spent 3 more Thursdays gathering evidence, pictures, videos, everything. I even put a voice recorder under the coffee table. Yeah, maybe that was wrong, but I needed proof for the divorce. Then I hired a private investigator. Best cheap $2,500 I ever spent. He was just starting his business. He followed them for 2 weeks and got pictures of them going to hotels, restaurants, even buying groceries together like a normal couple. He also found something that made me sick. Jenny had a secret credit card. Luckily for me, when I checked my credit reports, it wasn't there and wouldn't affect my personal credit. She'd spent over $9,000 on hotels and gifts for Steve. I waited until I had everything in order, called a lawyer, got my ducks in a row. Then, on a Thursday night, I came home early again. His red pickup truck was there. Pizza had just been delivered. I walked in, turned on all the lights, and there they were, cuddled up on my couch, eating my special order, watching my TV. The look on their faces, I'll never forget it. Jenny jumped up, started crying immediately. Mike, I am sorry. It just happened. It's not. I told her to shut up. I stayed calm, just pulled out my phone and started showing them the pictures, their beach trip, their dinner dates, the hotel receipts. With each swipe, Jenny's face got whiter. Steve tried to act tough. Look, man, these things happen. I cut him off. Steve, shut up. Your wife's getting these pictures next. That shut him up real quick. He grabbed his keys and ran out so fast, he forgot his phone. Guess what was on his phone? Messages to 3 other women. Guy was playing everybody. Jenny broke down completely, telling me how lonely she was, how Steve understood her, how it had just happened. Classic cheater stuff. I'd seen enough divorce videos on YouTube to know every excuse in the book. The divorce was ugly. Jenny tried to get half of everything, including all the extra money I made on my truck routes. But my lawyer was good. When the judge saw the evidence of her secret credit card and how she'd been spending our money on her affair, things changed quick. I got to keep the house. The kids chose to live with me. We didn't have to worry about a custody battle. They were old enough to make their own decisions. The kids didn't like it when they found out their mother was cheating and lying. Jenny moved in with her sister, the same sister who'd been covering for her beach trips with Steve. Steve's wife took him for everything. The grocery store fired both of them. Turns out Steve had been changing Jenny's schedule to give her extra days off for their little dates. They were stealing time and money from the store. Last week, Jenny called me crying. Steve left her for a younger cashier at his new job. She wanted to talk about our future. I just laughed and hung up. Tommy? I gave him a $500 tip and wrote him a college recommendation letter. The kid probably saved me years of more lies. For everyone watching, trust your gut and pay attention to the small things. Sometimes the truth comes from unexpected places, like a teenage pizza delivery guy just doing his job. He didn't have to say anything, but he did. The crazy thing is, once I gave him the address, he knew everything that went on at my place while I was gone. Well, in my opinion, karma paid them a visit. I would have never guessed a pizza guy would spill the beans. If you think about it, he really didn't need to hire a private investigator, but having additional proof is never a bad thing when it comes to divorce. The only thing we don't know is if this was in a no-fault divorce state or an at-fault divorce state. But why would you screw around on your own home turf? Just stupid. She got exactly what she deserved. You can have a PhD and still be a dumbass when you cheat.